Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. This is gonna be a little bit of a different video than what I've been posting recently with my makeup videos. Mainly because this isn't one of the Animal Crossing palettes. This is sort of an in-between video that I'm making, while I'm at my friend's house, because I'm talking about future Sid that's gonna be away. This is pre-recorded and is gonna come out while I'm at my friend's house. Actually, probably the day that I'm leaving to go to my friend's house. And I already have a video recorded for when I get back, which is the next Animal Crossing palette. And then I'll do the final one. And then I have some plans to maybe do, maybe some more speed paints, maybe some live streams, more videos, gaming. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with all of my creative work, what I can get on my grubby little hands on. Speaking of which, I want to talk about this makeup look that I did very, very quickly, because I want this to be more of a chatty, yappy video rather than talking about makeup throughout the whole video. So this is very much a grungy, creasy, smudgy makeup look that was really easy, really fast. This took, about 20 minutes. This is all real time. I cut it down very minimally, like only at the beginning and very end, just because it was like a little awkward when there were just like long pauses. So yeah, it was very easy, very fun. It was basically just like only a few products, glitter, black cream liner, some lip liner, yeah, and I think like Aquaphor. I put sunscreen on at the beginning because I've been trying to get better at putting on sunscreen, because it has been so fucking hot this summer. I don't mean to cuss, but it has been so hot, and every time I step outside I can feel myself getting a tan, so I've been trying to remember and be as conscious as I can about wearing sunscreen. So this is a reminder to please wear sunscreen. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about with this makeup look. It was very easy, very nice, very wearable. This is kind of, I wouldn't say this is like, my everyday if I just wanted to wear a little bit of makeup, which would be like a 5-minute makeup look, would probably just be like this blush that I'm wearing, maybe some eyeliner and some mascara. I wouldn't do the whole like eyeshadow thing and like lip liner that I added. This is more just like that enhanced, like if I wanted to look fresh and not use skin but still wanted to look kind of gothy, kind of put together, like I'm totally gonna be probably one of the most like weird looking people in the room, and I'm okay with that. So that's kind of what I wanted all of this to be. Again, very easy, very chill. I wanted it to be like that because I'm gonna be away. I wanted something easy that I could film and not have to worry about. Yeah, and that's what this video is. As I said, I want this to be a bit more chatty. We're gonna be talking, I think, about like creative stuff, maybe some money stuff, like who I am and what I want this channel and creative journey to be. I first want to thank my friend Noah for helping me out so much with, I don't know, just figuring out how I would want to use my channel for things, figuring out what I can do better. I'm always taking, critiques and criticism on what I can do better to make my videos better and this art and entertainment better. What I don't really have the ability to do is buy things. So I can't really get a new camera, I can't really get a new microphone, I can't really add more lighting, I can't really change where I am or like what the surroundings are, because this is my home, this is my desk, this is my workspace, this is where all of my stuff is, and I don't really have the option of moving things around and changing them and making things look perfect to be in a video. This is my space, this is how it is, this is how I live. Like I need it to be functional for me and not necessarily the prettiest for a YouTube video, despite me wanting to do YouTube more. I know that that's kind of counterintuitive, but YouTube's a hobby for me. I don't really want it to be a career. I don't fully want it to be a career. If it could do like a little bit, that'd be nice, but I don't want to be like a full-time YouTube content creator or influencer. I think that's just too much for me, too much pressure. Like, I need times to just like take breaks. Like, I didn't upload for 2 years just because I was so burnt out and I was living with my abusive ex-boyfriend at the time, and I just like, I didn't have the capacity to make anything. And to be honest, like, I got hit with a really bad depression episode then, again, lasted for like 2 years, and then I had to come home, rebuild my life up, try to get creative back, try to find my spark again, and I've been really trying to do that, which is why I've been, in the past year or so, trying to upload more to this channel, and just, if I'm making art, I might as well document it, because one thing that I think that I've decided in life, and I think that I've been decided for a while, to be honest. I've had this channel since I was 14. That's 8 years. I've been documenting a lot, and I think what I finally decided is that if you're doing something, it's best to document it. Yes, live in the moment. Sometimes you don't need to document stuff. Sometimes you can go on vacation and you don't have to post about it to social media, and you don't have to film a video, but like, maybe take a photo of how really pretty the sunset looked, or take that photo of your dog taking a dump on that cliffside because it's funny. Like, document it in a way that is personal and happy to you and brings you joy, rather than what social media wants it to be. I kind of just do art because it's what I want to do, and I create things because it's what I want to do. And I don't really give a shit if other people like it. I guess in the long run, I want people to like it, because I think that's the point of a creative person, is to be like, look at my cool art, isn't it nice? And have people agree with you. But I also just make art because I need to. I'm a creative person at heart. I always have been. It's in my soul. Literally, it's in my blood. Like my entire family is filled with creative people. If I didn't have the ability, like, if I didn't have any of my drawing stuff, any books, my computer, like, any stuff that would make me so that I couldn't be creative, I'd go nuts. Yeah, I don't know what I would do, because I can't imagine myself doing anything else other than being creative. Which is why I like using so many different mediums. I like painting, I like doing digital, I like video work. You know, despite video editing taking so long, I kind of like it, to be honest. I love makeup, I love doing crafting work, I love costume and cosplay, and there's so many creative and wonderful things that I want to do. So I might as well document them and show them to people, you know? So that's what I'm trying to do. I hope that you guys all enjoy what I make. It's probably, again, going to be makeup, gaming, probably a little bit of art, maybe some writing. I want to make, like, a video, like a makeup video of me doing makeup inspired by D&D stuff while talking about my D&D campaigns, because it's a big part of my life. I'm a huge nerd, always have been. I've been being a dungeon master for a DM campaign for over a year now, and then another one for 6 months. So I've been really loving it. I've been loving being able to be creative in, like, a writing and storytelling aspect again, because for the past few years, actually writing, like, story writing, like novels or novellas or short stories, has been a little bit difficult for me. So being able to have a storytelling outlet that is collaborative with my friends that I care about and love and have a good time, and we can play a cool game that's, like, really nerdy and fun. Hell yeah, I want to do that. I can do that. And at the time, I really wanted to play D&D when I first got into it, but I was like, I don't know if anybody can DM. And then I was like, why don't I just do it? I feel like I could do it. I have storytelling knowledge. I've written books before. I've written stories before. I've won writing competitions. I could probably do that. I mean, I had been watching Critical Role, which is a D&D live play show on YouTube and Twitch. for like a year at that point. So it was like, I think I know enough of D&D and can find enough D&D knowledge on the internet to be able to do it. And so I did it, and it's been great, and I've been having a really fun time with my friends. And I feel like it's grown like a really good bond between us of being able to just take a few hours every couple weeks to just be not you. Just be not in this world. Just have not to deal with anything that's going on in your life, and to just be a completely different person who can do whatever the fuck they want, basically. And have no real life consequences, except for, you know, maybe you do something your friend didn't entirely like all that much. But, you know, such is life. That can happen in and out of a game. So, it's a good experience. I suggest that if any of you guys are struggling, socially, like if you guys don't have a lot of friends in person, which I don't have a lot of friends that I can see in person, I suggest trying to do stuff that you can figure out to do online, which is what I do with D&D stuff. I run it all through Discord, and I just use, you know, like notebooks and pen and paper and like my computer to get all of the stuff, to run it. Honestly, DMing is both easier and harder than you think it is. It's easier in the planning and actually doing it aspect, but harder in the getting people to work together and fully making a cohesive story aspect. The actual physical thing of the game, not hard. The running of the game, at least for me, hasn't been too difficult. Yeah, I've been having a really fun time with that. Been trying to do so many other different creative outlets. It's been a really good time, and I hope that in this YouTube journey that I've been trying to take more seriously, we can discover what my art becomes throughout this. I've definitely changed in a lot of... I don't know if I've changed more than anything, is just like evolved. You know, I think that we often think of people as coming in phases, and being completely different throughout their life. And while yes, things change, and people can definitely change from one thing to another, it's less of becoming something completely different and more of evolving into something else. I think of it as like Pokemon, specifically the Pokemon where it's like, okay, yeah, you can see how that person, or how that, in this instance, Pokemon, went from where it started to what it is now at the end of the evolution. Like, yeah, you can see how it changed and how it's different, but you can see where it started and where it came from, and I want that in my work, in my life. I want to see how I've improved, in any aspect, in social aspect, in creative aspect, and in relationship aspects, and career aspects. I want evolution, and I want to be able to do more stuff, and keep doing more things, and be able to. So, by doing that, I think that you just kind of have to keep doing stuff. You know, an object that is in motion stays in motion, so I might as well, while I have the energy, keep doing things, because sometimes I don't have the energy. Again, which is kind of why I filmed this video, because I had the energy to do my makeup that day. So I might as well film it. Because why not? Because I have the energy to do it, I'm already doing my makeup, I might as well film it. Yeah, like, I live streamed yesterday, or the night before. Dude, I don't know, dude. I don't remember anything. I live streamed just like me doing my chaperone painting at the moment, out of the blue, for like an hour. It was great. I loved it. Yeah. I want to be more creative with my time, and try to strategize how I can, interlock it with my life. It's just been a struggle with things. I don't really want to get too big into like personal stuff, but you know, as I think like a lot of people in the moment, mental health issues, just physical health issues, money issues, housing, pricing is crazy, everything costs so much, everything costs so much. Oh my god. And having hobbies that require you to, like, buy items, you know, like makeup items or art supplies. It's like, I want to be able to do that and be a creative person and have all of these outlets, but also, why is everything so much fucking money? Oh my god. Yeah. It's a struggle. It's trouble living in late stage capitalism, which again is kind of a third world problem, but I feel like everybody in the world is sort of suffering under capitalism. At least in my opinion. You know? I feel like even people that tippy top are probably suffering from capitalism in some ways that they don't see at this point. Isn't, like, I don't know, like most countries, like, in debt or something somehow? I don't know how a country can be in debt. Like, who is ahead of that? Who is ahead? Like, other country? Why does that matter? It's just, what? It's, dude, when you start, like, thinking about the concept of money and what it is to people, crazy. Absolutely wild. When you start thinking about the concepts that are within our life, absolutely crazy. I try not to think about it and try to just, like, you know, I'm just a person here, living in this world, trying to get by. But also, like, I just want to be a fucking somebody that lives in the woods, doesn't interact with people, create my own art because I can, I don't know, order it online somehow. You know, like, have that be part of the world, but also not have to interact with anything because we all just kind of get to do what we want. Because people will do things if they want it. You know? People will do stuff if they want it. It's like, oh, what if, you know, we need this resource. Like, people aren't gonna make that. Well, if people want it and need it, there's gonna people that are gonna want to do it. And you probably won't even have to pay them. If it's like, hey, we need people to chop trees for wood. It's like that you need wood. It's a resource. There's people that are gonna do it because you literally physically need it. You know? That's a very, like, basic explanation, but I just, you know, those thoughts that you think of at 2 a.m. where you're like, man, if, like, I had, like, any say into what happens in the world, like, if I was some omnipotent deity and I could just, you know, change things and be like, what could I do to make things better? It would be like, just have people to be who themselves? Yeah, who themselves is perfect grammar. Just be who they are safely and be filled with love and joy, and be creative, because we will come together. It's a thing that we will do. If we need to get things done, we'll do it. It's just, we've so far gone into this whole world that I don't think that, at this point, that there's anywhere that we could really stop it. So, you know, there's no real point in being like, if I was a god, I would change it. Because, like, you can't. That you're not. You can't do it, so I might as well just try to live my life. So yeah, I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to use what things I have. Try to limit what I buy, but also realize that I'm a creative person of hobbies, so try to, like, balance my money spending on my hobbies versus what I need to be saving for, like, practical life needs, and also, like, medical needs, because I am disabled, so I need to, like, I'm not very good with money, so I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm getting a lot of support from friends, and it's been really nice, and I really love all of my friends. They've been very good with helping me with everything recently. I've been asking for a lot more help and been okay with asking more help with money and just help with, like, creative work and I guess, like, life advice. I've just been trying to be like, okay, what should I be doing? And when it's like, if I'm unsure about a decision, I can just ask somebody. I can just text my friend and be like, hey, do you think this is a good idea? Or get a few people's opinions. Because it's always nice. It's always nice to, you know, text, like, 2 to 3 of your friends and be like, what do you think about this? Because not everybody's going to see the same perspective. And not everybody's going to react the same way. And you're not going to think the same as anybody else. So it's always good to get different opinions of people on life choices. And money spending. And yeah, so that's what I've been trying to do more. So yeah, thank you again to my friend Noah for helping me out with all of this. It's been really helpful. I really appreciate it. I love you so much. You're like one of my best friends, one of my oldest and best friends. And yeah, I really want to visit you again soon. I haven't seen you, but I love you, man. Yeah, so I've just been trying to be more creative, but also figure out how it balances into my life. And just be a good person, try to get better as a person, try to get better in art, you know? Try to evolve and develop like a Pokemon, as I said. Yeah. I hope that this video has been really good. It's really just been, so far, 20 minutes of me rambling. I actually had to film, I got a little more than, I was halfway through the voice recording of this video before I realized that it was on a different mic, so I've had to re-record all of this again. But luckily, so far, it's been going really well, and I haven't had to take a break. I am going to take a sip of water at the moment, because, oh my god, I've been talking for 20 minutes straight. Give me a moment. Okay, and we're back. Thank you for that. Yeah, I don't know. I've been trying to figure out what I want to do creatively, and who I am as a person. I guess, I don't know if I really did an introduction, but hi, my name's Sid, or Vi, or Violet, or Vision, or Spuds, or Squid. I'm all of those names. You can call me any of them. I'm an artist, a creative person, a dungeon master, a writer, a published author, all of those fucking things. I'm a creative person in general. Yeah, I'm 22. They, them pronouns. I'm non-binary. I live in Canada. I think that's all the basics of what you need to know about who I am. And I think that throughout this video, you've probably discovered, I talk a lot. I ramble a lot. I don't really know what to say all the time. But somehow I figure it out on the end. Somehow, you know? Do I have a little bit of a Canadian accent? I've realized that I do. Does it bother me a little bit? Because now every time I talk, I'm like, do I sound like a Canadian? Do I sound like a hick? Do I? Please don't answer. I will cry. Yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was really a lot of fun to film. This was, again, just because I had energy to film it. And it was really fun. I actually wore this makeup, like, all day. It lasted pretty good. I mean, it was smudgy intentionally, so that it could wear and break away and be faded throughout the day without consequences. So yeah, it was really fun. I really appreciate all of you guys stopping by. I also hope that you guys really like this finished look, and I will see you guys in the next video as I leave you here as the video ends. Bye!